Okay, hi guys. Slightly different video for today because I wanted to make and discuss something a little bit different. I'm pretty sure I've gone with a clickbaity ass title like "Why I'm Quitting Verdance" because it's YouTube and I am led to believe you should always do clickbaity titles. But it's also very accurate for now. Shelving Verdance rather than quitting. I will not quit Verdance while she's what do you can call it, CC legal, because I really like her. The problem I've basically come to, and you've probably seen a few of the test games that I uploaded over the last few days, is I have found a build with her that does relatively well into Prism, and it does very well into Aurora compared to the previous build I've been rocking for the last 6 months at this point. It's been performing well, which is good. And then I compared it to a Florian list and went, oh, I'm playing Florian, but without the armour. So what the current meta, being hyper fast Aurora and a lot of Enigma New and Prism, very importantly, very dense in my area. Like my locals is like 2 of each. It's really pushed for the fact that like playing combo Verdance is not manageable for me unless I travel away to bigger events where I can hope to like gem dodge my way through. And if I get unlucky, I won't. I'll just still play against 6 prisms. So yeah, the build has basically sort of ended up with like shoving the combo and the H pots and the sigils all into the board and just main decking a whole load of red sevens and 4 block D reacts, and it works well. So yeah, if you are looking for a way to continue playing Verdance, strongly recommend. However, as mentioned, if you then take away the remaining like 9 wizard cards and put Runeblade cards in, you get to be Florian and you get to run a better weapon and better armor and better sevens. Honestly, like Runeblade sevens are crazy. So yeah, interesting place to be because certainly YouTube channel wise, I've just pushed myself forward as Verdance Poster Boy. The content's not going to stop. Don't get me wrong on that. Like anyone who's going, oh no, I've gotten out to watch. You'll have something. I will be playing games as her, but I do need to now cram in Florian reps because he's very similar. There's a massive deck overlap, but he's also very different because he blocks better, basically, right? He's got a better access to defensive cards just by nature of having better cards and such. So that's really, sort of what I wanted to get out of the way. So something I want to sort of quantify as well is like, I'm certainly not dooming on Verdance. I think she's very good into a lot of decks. She's just not good into the things at the top of the meta right now, which is a problem. Like, I went and broke down all my win losses since Hunted into, basically percentages, and then I actually combined some of the percentages to see what that looked like as well. And basically, Illusionist makes up like 99% of my losses. It surprisingly makes up even more losses than my new losses, which I have won a surprising amount of new games, which I actually blame on the new players, not the new deck. I don't think Verdant should be new. But I'm actually at like a 40% win rate into new, surprisingly. But if you put Aurora, since she got her deck, new Enigma and Prism together, they make up like the bulk of loss, unsurprisingly. I think I'm sat at about a 60% win rate on games, and if you take them out, I go up to like 89. I think it is. It's quite high. And then when you sort of split out the win loss rate into everyone that isn't those four heroes, it verges between massive win rates into like Jarl and some of the other Guardians, down to like I think my worst loss rates are into like Fang at 40% win rate, and honestly, like 40% win rate's good, and I also suspect I could get better at Fang. I've never had time to sit down and just do a whole load of reps into him to try and work out some of the blocking lines a little better. So I think I could push that up if I wanted to. So it's an interesting thing of like I think she's high in the meta. I think she's well up in A tier, despite having a lot of crap in her card pool. The problem is she doesn't beat the most prevalent top 8 decks at the moment. And as I say, locally, that is all anyone's playing, so kind of a big deal there. So, as I say, I'll continue to produce some content. Depending how I feel, I might try and grab a big lump of them together and then I can spread them out. But I will be playing a lot more Florian, and I'll probably start uploading a bit of Florian. So, those of you who don't want to see Florian, prepare for content you don't want to see. Sorry. See you in the next game.